Hello and welcome to this edition of GCS Today here on Channel 21. I'm Todd Hagans. Today we are talking to the Kia Outstanding Educator Award winner and also highlighting the Gaston County Schools Mentoring Program. With us is Julie Shatterly. She is the media specialist at W.A. Best Elementary School and also the Kia Outstanding Educator Award winner. Julie, thank you so much for being with us on today's program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, I know that you are the Kia Award winner for this year. What was it like to hear your name called as the winner?
It was certainly overwhelming and unexpected, but in a very, very pleasant way. So I was terribly surprised, but of course it's just been a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Now, you are the third person to win the Kia Outstanding Educator Award, and of course the program is a recognition program for employees in Gaston County Schools. It's sponsored by Kia of Gastonia. You're the third winner. The very first winner in 2013 was Omir Salazar from W.A. Best Elementary School, and then in 2014 Stevie Anderson from Gardner Park Elementary won the award. And so you are also from W.A. Best Elementary. Did you ever think that you had a chance at winning the award when the very first winner was also from W.A. Best?
I certainly did not. I really didn't have anything prepared that night. I had been in the middle of my book fair, and once you're in book fair, you're totally consumed with all of that. And so I was just kind of looking at it as a great opportunity to be a part of this community event. And so yes, it really kind of knocked me off my feet when it happened.
I remember that moment and how shocked. Shocked is the best word that I can use to describe your reaction. But it is a random drawing, and it's conducted there on stage. And I hope some of our viewers have seen the program on Channel 21. But it is done in front of an audience. It's a random drawing, and your name was selected. So you had just as good of a chance as the other nominees there on the stage. So I know it was a great moment for you. Now, you're driving the car around right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it replaced your old car that you had for 14 years, so it was time for a new car, so I know you're loving it, aren't you?
Yes, sir. And it's great, and it's very up to date. My old car, some of the doors weren't opening right, and the windows wouldn't go down. So now we're so excited, all the windows go down, and it's got a great little horn on it, and it's just a great car.
Well, you are driving around in style of.
Yes, sir.
All because of Kia of Gastonia and the owner of Kia of Gastonia, Chris Hafer, his willingness to show appreciation to teachers and to school system employees and to sponsor that program and give away a brand new car. It is your car. It's not a lease. You don't have to give it back. It is yours. So we want to thank, again, Kia of Gastonia for sponsoring this program and for providing that great Kia Soul for you to ride around Gaston County in.
Certainly. I think Kia has just an incredible commitment to the schools and education, and really some wonderful enthusiasm for Gaston County. And it really illustrates how strongly Kia supports education.
Now, you are a media specialist, yes, and back in the day when I was in school, we called people like you librarians. So I guess you're having the same duties there. Tell me a little bit about what you enjoy with your job. I know you love what you do.
Yes, sir, I do. I love it. I was the bookworm. I was always the girl that had her nose in a book. So when I grew up, I wanted to get to still do that, to get to have my nose in a book. But now I get to share my love and passion for books and reading with my next favorite thing, which are kids. So it's just tremendously fulfilling each day to get kids excited about reading and libraries. And I feel like when kids leave WA Best, that they have a lifelong commitment to libraries, whether it's their middle school library or the public library. So it's just it's like being a cheerleader, but in the library.
Right.
And we have such a great time. We do a lot of hands-on activities and try to connect back a lot of the things that we're learning in the books as to how they can be learning through books, but also things like makerspace. They're great little, we create stations in the library where if you're into robots, and we might have hands-on activities you can do with robotics, but yet also we have books and technology tools that we use as far as how to create robots, or maybe it's on letter writing, because that still is a wonderful art to have. And so we'll have stationery and things. We'll write our own letters, and then we'll go online and do digital writing and storytelling. You know, so trying to connect how important books and libraries and reading are to our everyday world.
And you make a good point that the library is much more than a place where students can go and just check out a book. The library has, like you mentioned, hands-on activities. Technology is a very important part of the library experience. How have libraries changed over the years?
Well, I'm pretty old. I went to library school back, I got out in '92, and I learned how to type up card catalogs on a little piece of paper with a manual typewriter. And within about 5 years, I was in public libraries for 14 years, and so within about 5 years, we made that transition over to everything being digital. So yes, school libraries are definitely much more digital and technology oriented than they were several years ago. The thing about elementary kids is they're still working on foundation skills. They love that tangible, having that book in their hand. So certainly we have a great deal of ebooks that we share, and we practice with internet sites, and of course all these fabulous Chromebooks, and we do all kinds of tools like that, but we still need those books. We still do lots of book talks and lots of readers advisory, and I want kids to literally taste the books. We talk about just, I want you to taste the book. I want you to truly find what you love and what you're passionate about, and grow up and be happy with what you're choosing.
Even though we are in a technology world, there are adults too that still want to have that book. They want the paper. They want to have that book in hand. There's just something about it. So you see that with the children
kids,
as well.
They know Miss Shirley's favorite smell is the new book smell.
That's great.
So we always have to sniff our new books. We love books.
And another favorite smell of yours is the smell of a new Kia Soul.
I bet it is.
We are talking with Julie Shatterly. She is the Kia Outstanding Educator Award winner for this year. We are very proud of you. We appreciate everything you do for our students at W.A. Best Elementary School, and we thank you for being with us today here on GCS Today.
Thank you, Mr. Hagan.
Sometimes, students just need to know that someone believes in them. You can be that person for a child in your community when you join the Gaston County Schools Mentoring Program. In just an hour a week, you can make a difference that will last a lifetime.
Welcome back to GCS Today. We are focusing on the Gaston County Schools Mentoring Program, and with me is Valerie Yatko. Valerie is the Director of Business and Community Partnerships for Gaston County Schools and also coordinates our mentoring program. Valerie, welcome. Glad to have you with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
We are talking about the mentoring program, and some of our viewers may be wondering, what is a mentoring program?
Well, our Gaston County Schools Mentoring Program is a program where we match volunteers from the community with students one-on-one. It's a program to help ensure and support students, to offer a role model for a student, to offer students that extra support to help navigate them through their school years.
And we, in Gaston County Schools, we have about 200 adults who serve as mentors.
That's correct.
And when you think about that, you may say 200 people that serve as mentors, that's a lot of people. But when you think that we have 32,000 students in Gaston County Schools, it puts it into a perspective about why mentoring is important and why we need more mentors. So people who may be watching, they may say, hey, I'd like to do that. How does the program work, and what does it take to become a mentor?
Well, to become a mentor for Gaston County Schools, a volunteer would need to be over 18 years of age. We do require a background check of all our Gaston County School volunteers. That is done at no expense to the volunteer. There is a brief 90-minute orientation session for mentors where we attempt to put some materials in their hands, make them confident and comfortable to begin their mentoring assignments.
So anyone that is interested, that person would complete the training. We would conduct the background check, and then a person can have a choice of the school in a particular community or a particular neighborhood?
That's correct. The mentors can tell us what age child they would like to work with, an elementary age student, a middle school student, a high school student. They can also indicate what time works best for them, days of the week and time. Our mentoring program is a school site-based mentoring program, and what that means is that all the contact between mentors and mentees happens during the school day on school grounds.
And being a mentor doesn't necessarily mean that the person would serve as a tutor. It's not just about academics. It's about providing that role model, providing that support there for the child.
That's absolutely correct. Our mentors can spend that time in a creative way. The time that they spend, it's usually up to about an hour a week, sometimes a little bit less. It's not meant to be a tutoring session or look like the classroom. It's an enrichment time for the student. It's guided by the mentor, but the mentee has a say. So you can do anything from playing games to sharing a particular skill that you might have. Some of our mentors have done something as simple as show a young man how to tie his tie. Others have shared pictures and stories about their travels outside of Gaston County. Others have certainly helped students with projects at the student's request.
Well, the mentoring program is a great program. I know the adults who serve as mentors receive a lot from being a mentor, but it also helps the students.
Absolutely. It is rewarding for the mentor. It certainly is an extra help for the student to have an extra person in their lives, just to celebrate the good times, to share some of the struggles, and to offer advice to the student.
And we could sit here all day and talk about the wonderful mentors that we have and the success stories that we have in our schools, but we don't have time for that, but they are in our schools, and we really appreciate everything that our mentors do, and we would like to grow our mentoring program, and that's why we would like for adults to get involved. And I know that an adult who would like to serve as a mentor, they can go to our website, and the information is right there on the homepage of the Gaston County Schools website, or they can call your office, and if you'll give us that number.
The Business and Community Partnerships office is 704-866-6329. 704-866-6329.
Okay. Valerie Yatko, Director of Business and Community Partnerships for Gaston County Schools, we appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you very much.
And we thank you very much for watching GCS Today here on Channel 21, and we look forward to seeing you next time.